a block, and a strap for yoga today. So if you don't have a strap, go get a towel, or even, like a band, or just an old ugly tie that's in your husband's closet or boyfriend's closet or whatever. What else will you need? A yoga mat, and then we're going to do some abs as well. And get some water, and I'll be with you in just a minute. Since I was kind of late getting things turned on, I'll give everybody a chance to get logged in here, because I know it takes a while to get on your side. Alrighty, so I will be right back. I'm going to turn another light on. All right, good morning, everybody. It's me, Emily. Hope you are there. Hope you can hear me. And we're going to do some yoga this morning. I'm going to use a block. So if you have a block, I'm just going to show you basically how to use it as a prop. It's not absolutely necessary for the class today, but it is a nice handy tool for certain poses to enable you to get into them more easily. So we'll be using that. Also, I'm going to use a strap. So many of you have yoga straps. There's two different kinds of yoga straps. And let me see if I can show you up close. So one kind of has this little belt buckle looking gizmo. So just in case you don't know, the way to set this up, hold it like this. You're going to come under and go through the section that's closest to that side, if that makes sense. Then you're going to come up and over and just thread it through the little slot that's closer to that side. And then when you pull it through, it pulls through easily. But then what happens is once you put this around your foot or whatever, when you pull, it doesn't cinch down and then strangulate your foot or your arm or whatever body part you happen to have it around. So that's the way to set that one up. The other type of yoga strap usually comes with two little, whatever you call those, little metal kind of circles, rings. So you want to hold it like that with the two rings over there. You're going to go through, let me make sure it's not folded up on itself there. you're going to go through this way to my left and then come up and over the top, separate those guys, and then go through the one that's closest to this side, to the right. Go through it so you come over and that way. So same deal, it pulls easily this way, but if you've got it around a body part, it's not going to cinch down. So for today, I'm just going to use this one. I don't know, I kind of like this one. I'm going to have about that much of a loop at the end, and I'm just going to set it right there. So we won't use it just yet, but that's how you would use a strap. If you've got, like I said, if you have a band, you know, just a stretchy band or a tie or a towel, then you can just simply put it around your foot or wherever and use it as a prop. So sometimes it's hard to reach all the way up to your leg or your foot or your ankle when you're trying to do, for instance, a hamstring stretch. So it's nice to have something like this to just make that a little bit easier and a little bit more comfortable for you to stretch your body. Plus, I'm going to do a little technique called PNF. It's a stretching technique that's been shown to help improve flexibility rapidly. So it's just a series of contract, relax techniques that has been proven, as I said, to improve flexibility. So with all that said, let's start in child's pose on your mat. So come all the way onto your mat in the middle, and you want to bring your knees out pretty wide to the outer edges and then toes touching and back. You're going to walk the hands out to the top of the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Right here, just take a big inhale breath through your nose. Go ahead and close your eyes. And then on the out breath, gently push the hips back, drop the head and chest down, keep your arms straight, and just enjoy that stretch. So again, closing your eyes, try to relax your forehead, relax the breath, big inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, just allow the belly to melt between the thighs, dropping closer to the floor. And then again, big inhale breath through your nose. Imagine filling up your lungs, expanding the rib cage laterally. And then on the out breath, once again, hips are further back, and then let the belly drop towards the floor. And then once again, big inhale breath through the nose. Try to really stretch those lower lobes of your lungs. And then as you exhale, empty the lungs completely. Relax the lower back. Long arms to the top of the mat. Now just start to swing your hips and your chest from side to side, back and forth. So you're just starting to stretch into the lateral portion of the body, the side body, the hips, the shoulders. Might even feel your back crack a little bit. Mine tends to pop itself naturally as I start to stretch in the morning. Just trying to elongate that spine. Imagine creating space in between each vertebrae. Walk the hands a little bit farther to the top of the mat. Look forwards, inhale. And then on the exhale, drop your forehead down. Push those hips back and just breathe. Good. Now from there, you're going to lift the head up and shift onto the forearms. Bring your knees back together so they're right underneath your hips. Inhale breath. Allow the belly to drop down and just gaze forwards to the end of your mat. And then on the out breath, you're going to round the spine up, scoop the belly in, tuck your chin, and look right between the knees. And then again, inhale breath. Let the belly drop down. Head comes up. And then exhale breath, tail tucks down, belly pulls in, shoulders spread apart. Once again, inhale breath, belly drops down, head comes up. And then exhale breath, round the spine up, navel to spine, chin to the chest, hold the stretch here. And then as you inhale the breath, straighten the arms out. And then exhale, hips go back, and then just swing from left to right, back and forth, and stretching into those lats, into the obliques. You can even start to rotate your torso, so as you drop the right shoulder and take a peek under the left arm, drop the left shoulder and look under the right arm. and just kind of rotate back and forth. So whatever feels good. Don't be worried about, am I doing this right? Am I doing it wrong? Just if you listen to your body and just sort of trust that intuition and go with the stretch where it feels best, trust me, you're doing it right. You don't have to worry about absolute perfect technique. It's more about stretching out your body, feeling good. Stretching should feel good. So if it hurts, you've gone way too far. All right, come back up, and you're going to walk the hands right under the shoulders. Inhale breath, let the belly drop, head comes up. And then on the out breath, round the back. So you're drawing the belly inwards, you're tucking the chin, spread the shoulder blades apart. Wonderful stretch here for the upper back. And then again, inhale breath, draw the belly down, head up. Exhale breath, round the spine up. One more time, inhale breath. Allow the belly to drop, so we're just extending the spine here. And then on the exhale breath, rounding the spine, flexing it up. Good, and just return to a flat back neutral position. Gonna do a little bit of bird dog just to wake up that spine even more, stretch it out, and strengthen those lower back muscles responsible for good posture. So on an inhale breath, you're going to go right leg, left arm straight out. So imagine the limbs parallel to the floor and watch that your right hip doesn't roll up or drop down. So the pelvis sometimes wants to tilt and shift, and you want to try to stabilize. Good. Bring the hand and the knee down and switch. Left leg, right arm, inhale, reach. And then exhale breath, hand and knee down. Once again, inhale breath, right leg, left arm out, nice and long. Try to extend a little further. And then exhale, hand and knee down. Inhale breath, left leg, right arm out. And then exhale breath, hand and knee come down. Round your spine, tuck the chin, look right between the knees here. Good, now tuck your toes under in back. So you want to kind of drag your toes across the mat, back and forth. So you feel a stretch right where those toes connect in to the foot body. You're stretching that plantar fascia, that band of tissue on the underside of your foot right there. So keeping the toes tucked under, walk the hands a little bit further ahead, and then shift the shoulders forward. So it looks like you're going to do some push-ups, maybe, but we're not. Inhale breath. On the exhale breath, simply straighten the legs out and then push the heels back. Draw the belly in. Reach the crown of the head to the front. Stay here for another inhale breath. And then on the exhale breath, push those sit bones up, dive your head between the arms, and then just melt your heels to the back of the mat, coming into your first downward facing dog. So just walk it out here. You're pedaling it out, shifting the weight from one foot into the other. So it's a wonderful stretch for the calf muscles, the Achilles tendons, even the arches of your feet. Good, now bring the feet out a little bit wider. And what you're going to do is walk the dog again, but when you bend the one knee, kind of drop it towards the midline of the body, and then do the same thing on the other side. So pull that knee under and across. So as the one knee bends, the other foot spins, and you drop the foot flat. Good, and then other side, bend the right knee, under and across, left foot is flat. Feels good. Stretching all the way down into that hip. And then just a couple more. Maybe go a little faster if you want. Almost looks like you're doing a little salsa dance in your down dog. And I don't want to crunch any wires here. So just back and forth. Good, now both legs super straight. Reach those sit bones up towards the ceiling. You want to press those heels down to the back of the mat. Inhale, breath, shift it into plank, top of a push-up. So you're kind of gazing out in front of the mat, maybe about 1 foot. Exhale, breath, push those hips up, downward facing dog. And then again, shift it into plank, top of a push-up, inhale, breath. Exhale, breath, hips go up, downward facing dog. Good, now let's just walk your feet towards the center of the mat and then bring the feet out wide to the very outer edges of the mat. Bend the knees just a little bit and then hang upside down. You're just gonna grab your elbows if you can like this and just let the weight of your arms and your head pull that spine into length. You can swing and sway back and forth. Maybe a little twist and turn. Just whatever feels good here. Just sort of letting that blood rush into the head, letting the spine lengthen. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale it out. Turn your head left to right, maybe up and down. Good, now just release the hands down to the mat. Next, you're going to straighten the legs all the way out, slide the hands up, the shin bones just to below the knees there, and then gaze to the end of the mat or beyond. So imagine straight line from the tailbone all the way out through the crown of the head. Engage the core muscles here, so pull those abs up and in. And then on the exhale, you can soften the knees and just kind of melt back down into forward fold, let your head go. Do that again. Inhale, breath, half lift, slide the hands up, and engage your quadricep muscles there. Exhale, breath, soft knees, back into fold. Do it once more. Inhale, breath, half lift. And then exhale, breath, soft knees, forward fold. Good, now bend the knees a lot, lift the head and chest up, slow reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up to the top we go. Exhale, breath, draw the hands right through to heart center, relax your shoulders down there. Do it again, inhale, breath up. Exhale, breath, draw the hands through to heart center. Good, now relax the arms down. Just a couple of big giant shoulder rolls up and around to the back. All right, so next we're gonna use the strap. We're gonna do some upper body stretches. So go ahead and grab either your strap, your tie, your towel, or your band, or just whatever you've got. So I'm gonna grab my green one that I like. So one end, the looped in, I'm just gonna put my left hand through there. The right hand is just gonna grab somewhere about right there and wrap it around so it's secure. So I want my hands wider than shoulder distance apart. So maybe start off kind of wide and then you can cinch it up and go closer if you feel you need a better stretch. So what we're gonna do, and I need to, this has to be in just the right position or it, for some reason, cuts out. It's like gotta be in direct line of the receiver. All right, so feet are gonna be wide, toes are straight ahead. So you've got the strap right here, a little wider than shoulder distance apart. On an inhale breath, sweep those arms straight up. And then on the exhale breath, push those arms back behind you, lift the chin up. Keep your arms straight this time. Good, and then inhale breath, reach straight up. And then on the exhale breath, you're gonna bend the knees, you're gonna drop the hips, you're gonna round the back, hollow out through the chest and the abdominals. Now in this position, I want you to be kind of pushing out that direction. So it's like you're trying to rip the strap apart. Good, now stand back up, inhale breath, look up. Exhale, this time let the elbows bend, let the palms face the ceiling. Now you let the arms drop back behind you. So this is an awesome stretch for the chest and the shoulders. Lift the chin up, inhale, breath. Exhale, let those arms fall back. Good, now extend the arms straight up overhead again, inhale, breath. And then on the exhale, once again, we bend the knees, we drop the hips, you tuck the tail round the back, hollow out, and then pull on that strap like you're trying to stretch it out. Good, one more time. Inhale, breath, reaching straight up. Exhale, bend the elbows even more. So when you bend and then externally rotate like that, it maximizes that stretch through the chest and shoulder muscles. So lift the chin up, look up, inhale. Exhale, breath. Inhale, breath, reach straight up. And then exhale, breath, last time, bend the knees, drop your hips, round the back, tuck the chin, you're looking down, and you are pushing out against that strap. Good, now inhale, breath, reach up. On the exhale breath, I want you to bend your left elbow, drop that right arm down behind the back, and kind of push your hand towards the floor. So you're gonna feel a stretch in your left triceps and your left lat. So big inhale right here. On the exhale, bend your left knee, continue to push down with the right hand, and let that left elbow kind of drift up to the ceiling. Turn your head to look up. Oh, that's an awesome stretch. Come back up, inhale, breath. Exhale, breath, do it again. So bend the left knee, side bend to your right, push the right hand down, left elbow up, and turn your head to look up. Good, now come back up, extend the arms straight up over your head, inhale. On the exhale, you're gonna bend the right elbow, keep the left arm straight, and just push that left hand down towards the floor. You're gonna bend the right knee and then take a little side lean over to the left, and then turn your head to look up. So wonderful stretch here for your right triceps and lats. Breathe. Good, now just come back up to straight standing, inhale. And then exhale, breath. Once again, side lean to your left, bend the right knee, and then right elbow is bent. You're stretching triceps and lats on the right. Good, now come back up, inhale, breath. On the exhale breath, just lower the arms down to the thighs. Good, shoulders roll around to the back. Good, now walk your feet together all the way. So next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this loop, you're gonna drop it down on the floor. Stick your left foot in there, just like that, right? So I want you to find your balance here on the right leg. So stand up nice and tall. You're gonna grab the strap with the right hand, and again, just kind of do a little loop-de-doo like that. So it should be taut as you're standing up and the arm is straight. So just extend this left arm out to the side, inhale, breath. On the exhale breath, just bend the knee. So it's like you're lifting the knee up using your arm, helping it. Good, and then just step back down, inhale, breath. Exhale, breath, do it again. So all the weight on that right leg, draw that left knee up. One more time, inhale, breath, set that left foot lightly down. And then exhale, breath, draw the left knee up, and then I want you to kick the leg out straight there. So maybe you're here, or maybe you're there. Just wherever you are, wrap that strap around your hand to find a comfortable position. Flex the foot so the toes are up. So we're working on balance here as well, but a lot easier to hold that leg out there if you've got a little strap attached to the foot, right? All right, so just release, unwrap that. Drop your left arm down and then grab the strap with the left hand and just switch feet. So now you're gonna slide your right foot through, okay, right there, and then just kind of wrap around until it feels like the strap is taut when your arm is straight, like that. All right, so finding your balance on the left leg, so you gotta stand real strong and firm, fire up the glutes and the quads, right arm out to the side, inhale, breath. On the exhale breath, you're gonna lift the knee up. So draw that knee up, you can flex that foot. Good, and then just release back down, inhale, breath. Exhale, breath, draw that right knee back up, hold it here. Good, and then release it back down, inhale, breath. Last time, exhale as the knee comes up, and then once you're up here, go ahead and extend the leg out. If you need to wrap the hand around some more, do that. Now flex the foot, You can draw that leg up however high or just wherever it feels good for you. It's partly about the balancing on the left leg, but it's also about stretching the right hammies here. So hold it for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good. And then just lower the leg back down. Sort of release the tension on the strap. And then we're going to do the other leg, but we're going to do a different stretch. We're going to do quadriceps. So slip your left foot through the loop. And then with your left hand, palm up like that, I want you to grab the strap like that. Okay? Now bring your foot behind you, and then you can just kind of wrap it around there. You can extend this right arm out to the side. So inhale, breath. On an exhale, pick up your foot. So just bend the knee and then let this elbow point straight up to the ceiling. Good, and then just release it back down. Inhale. And then exhale, breath. Once again, pick your own foot up with that strap around your ankle and then drive that left elbow up. Steady balance, kind of focus on a spot somewhere in front. Good, and then release. Inhale, breath. And then on the exhale, last time. So draw that heel up to the buttocks. Now feel free to just stay right there if you want, or you can take this right hand, reach down on the strap, kind of choke down on it, and then just pull that hip into extension. So you could be here, you could be here, here, and then all the way into that beautiful dancer's pose if you want to take the stretch a little bit farther. So it's stretching the whole front side of the body. And just steady balance, breathe, inhale. And then exhale, breath, relax. Good, and then just release. Take your foot out and let's just switch. So slip your right foot through the loop. And then right hand, kind of grab it like that. Maybe wrap it around so it doesn't slip off your hand. And then just park your toes right there on the mat behind you. And then you're going to take this left arm out to the side. So inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. You're going to pull the heel to the buttocks. You're going to point this right elbow up towards the ceiling. And maybe even pull up a little bit if you want more stretch. Good. And then just gently release back down. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. You're going to bend that knee, pull the heel to the rear, elbow up. Try to push up with that hand. So you increase that quad stretch on the right. Good. And then last time, drop the foot down to the mat. Inhale, breath. And then on the exhale, breath, bend that elbow, pull the heel up to the rear. So feel free to stay right there if you want, or you can start to push up. Take this other hand and kind of choke down on that strap, and then just push that foot up, however far up you want to go. You're going to feel a great stretch on the front side of the body, plus you're working on balance. Good, and then just release gently. Good, and then relax and set your foot down and then just drop it. We're going to come back to it later. Shoulders roll around to the back here. All right, so take the feet out nice and wide. Toes are straight ahead. Inhale, breath. Sweep the arms up over your head. Exhale, breath, chest expansion. Interlace the fingers behind your back here, and then stretch the arms away. Push the pelvis forwards, tighten up in the buttocks, chest open, chin up. So as you look up, inhale, breath. And then on the exhale breath, hinge at the hips, nice flat back, forward fold, drop your head down, and then just let the arms flow over in front. So in this upside down position, keep your hands clasped, keep the arms straight, turn your head left to right. So wonderful stretch here for your neck. And then maybe even draw circles with the crown of your head on the mat here. And then go the other way, circle it around. Now release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, breath, half lift. On an exhale breath, reach the right arm up to the ceiling. So you're opening up your chest to the right. You're pushing down real strong through that left arm. Right hand reaching up to the ceiling. Stay there for another inhale breath. And then exhale breath, drop the hand down to the mat and come into a deep straddle forward fold here. Come up high on the fingertips, straight arms, inhale breath. Exhale breath. Now we're going to reach the left arm up to the ceiling. So you're opening up your torso to the left. Push down real strong through that right arm. And breathe. Look up at your hand. Inhale. And then exhale breath. Come back down. And just drop into a deep straddle forward fold stretch. So one more time, each side. Come up high on the fingertips, straight arms, inhale, breath. On the exhale, kind of plant that left hand down. Now, probably should have told you to get your block out. So this is where actually that block comes in handy. So if this is just too extreme of a stretch for you, then you can park your hand on the block, right? So now you've got a little bit of an assist. If you needed more height, you could turn it sideways like that, right? Or you could even go here, although this is more wobbly, so don't put a lot of reliance on that to support you, but it does help bring the chest up some. So I'm just going to flip mine over like that. Left hand on the block, right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale breath, come back down, and then just drop into a straddle forward fold. Okay, now come up high on the fingertips, either on the mat or on your block. And then as you plant that right hand now on the block or the floor, open up your chest to the left. So left arm goes up to the ceiling. Inhale, look up. And then exhale breath, lower the hand down, and then just drop back down into straddle forward fold. Good. Now from here, what you're going to do is you're going to spin the toes out. Bend your knees so the heels are in, toes are out, and then walk the hands up here on top of the quads. So inhale, lift up. Exhale breath, drop that left shoulder down towards the center. Turn your head to look back over the right shoulder. So in this stretch, this knee kind of wants to collapse in. You use that left hand to push the knee back that way, and then you're going to feel a wonderful stretch through the left inner thigh. Good, now come back up, straight arms, not straight legs, so you're still in this kind of squat position. Exhale, drop right shoulder, look over the left. Use that right hand to push against the right inner knee. Good, come back up again, inhale, breath. Exhale, drop left shoulder, look over the right. Inhale, breath up. And then exhale, drop right shoulder, look over the left. Good, and then inhale, breath up. This time on the exhale, come down deeper into this straddle stance if you can. Maybe you even like park your forearms there and you can kind of shift back and forth a little bit there from left to right, really stretching into those inner thighs and into the groin. Should feel good. And then just kind of settle in the middle. Use those arms to press the knees open as you drop the chest forwards. Let your head go. Inhale, breath. Exhale it out. Good. Slowly bring the head back up. Slowly straighten the legs a little bit more. Toes forwards. All the way up we go. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands pull through to heart center. Do it again. Inhale up. And then exhale, hands pull through to heart center. Good. All right. So walk your feet together all the way. And then just roll those shoulders around. You probably notice I'm real big on rolling the shoulders around. So why do I do that? Because there's a reason. We subconsciously, pretty much every one of us, maybe 99.9% of us, hold tension right here in the traps and in the neck. So even though we're doing a class, we're doing yoga, we're focusing on breathing and relaxing, there's still a certain amount of tension that collects up here like this. So when you consciously drive those shoulders up, back, and around, it kind of just erases it away, and hopefully it helps sort of wash out that tension in the traps, in the upper back, and kind of settles you back into a good posture. So there is a little bit of reasoning behind. Sometimes I forget that I do things, but I don't always explain why. So I think it's always good to know the why behind what we do, right? Okay, so next we're going to go to the floor. We're going to use the strap again to do some leg stretches, some hamstring stretches. And then we're going to go into some core work, and we're going to use that block to facilitate some awesome core work. All right, so I got to switcheroo this back around to that side so I don't lose you. All right, so come up here towards the very top of your mat and have your strap close by and your block close by. Inhale, breath. Sweep your arms up over the head. Exhale, breath. Chest expansion, arms interlaced behind. Chest out, chin up, inhale, breath. Look up. On the exhale, breath, bend the knees and sort of melt your belly over. Head comes down and the arms flow up over in front here. Just breathe. As you release the hands to the mat, straighten your legs. Inhale, half lift, and then gaze forwards. Exhale, breath, soft knees, and forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale up to the top. Exhale, hands pull through to heart center. For some reason today, my cat is like kind of hanging out. I mean, he usually hides out, but I don't know. He's like curious about what's going on in here. Inhale, breath, arms sweep up. Exhale, chest expansion, arms open up. Now this time when you interlace the fingers, do it the opposite way. So if it's always right finger this way, switch it so it feels really awkward. And then chest out, chin up, inhale, breath. And then exhale, bend the knees, roll the belly forwards, head comes down, and the arms flow up in front. And just breathe. Good, release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, breath, half lift, gaze forwards. Exhale, breath, soft knees and forward fold. Inhale, breath, reverse swan dive all the way up to the top. Exhale, breath, draw the hands through to heart center. And then this time we're going to inhale, breath up. Exhale, swan dive. So just a flat back, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, breath, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. So from here, you can just drop and have a sit. You can kind of jump up and cross your ankles and then sit like that. Just however you need to get to here, get to here. And then you're going to grab your strap and you're going to stretch the legs straight out in front of you there. So just maybe kind of shake them out a little bit, roll them to loosen them up and relax. So you're going to take the loop here on the end. You're going to go around your right foot. So the right hand is going to kind of just wrap around as well like that. So sitting up nice and straight, take an inhale breath. And then on the exhale breath, you're going to draw the belly in. So rotate the pelvis under, scoop the belly, tuck the chin. And as you start to roll back, I want you to lift that right leg up and bring it in towards your chest. So you can just pull with the right hand only or grab with both and draw the leg in. So next we're going to go into that PNF stretch. So PNF is just an acronym for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, which is like a long word. So we'll just say PNF. But this is the contracting and then the relaxing. So how that looks here in the hamstring stretch is when I say press, it's as if you're trying to close your leg all the way down to the floor, but you're going to provide some resistance by holding back on the strap. Now it's not maximum effort. It's about a 30% push with the foot, and don't let it get too far. You might just sort of drop it down a little bit, and then on the exhale breath, you're going to bring the leg back in. So just extend this left arm out beside you. Draw that right leg into a comfortable stretch, not painful, but comfortable. So take an inhale breath, and I want you to start to push your foot into the strap. So push for 3, push 2, push 1. Now exhale breath, relax and let that leg come back in a little bit closer. Let's do it again. Inhale, breath, push your foot into the strap for 3, push 2, push 1, and then exhale, breath, relax. Draw that leg back into hamstring stretch. So from here, what you're going to do is just let that right leg drift off over here to the right side. Turn your head to look left over that left shoulder. So watch that this left hip doesn't roll up, pop up and rotate. Okay, you want to try to anchor that left glute down and imagine trying to pull your right toe up towards your right ear. So just stay here for 1 breath, inhale, and then exhale it out. Okay, now bring your head back to neutral, bring the leg up. You're going to switch hands. So left hand now grabs the strap. Release the right arm out beside you. Take an inhale breath here. And then on the exhale breath, you're going to drop your leg over to the left side. Turn your head to look right. So this is a wonderful stretch for your IT band, your hip, even your lower back. So just stay here for 1 breath, inhale. Exhale it out. Good, now bring your head back to neutral. Bend your knee, so keep that strap around your right ankle, and with both hands, just draw this foot towards your opposite shoulder. So this is going to stretch your piriformis muscle deep inside the glutes. Take an inhale breath, and then on the exhale breath, draw the leg in. Now see if you can flex your right foot. That just means you pull the toes back. So what that will do is protect the knee because it engages your anterior tibialis muscle here on the outside of your shin. So just stay here for 1 breath, inhale, and then exhale it out. Good. Now just extend that right leg up. We're going to do 1 more stretch on this side, and then we'll just switch and do all of it on the other leg. So right leg is straight. Right hand is going to grab maybe about halfway down and just loop it around. You're going to roll over onto your left hip. You're going to bend the knee, and then you're going to draw that elbow up. So this is stretching your quadriceps. So you may feel enough stretch right here, and that's great. Just hang out. But if you want more, reach back with that left hand and then just pull, 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 pull. So it opens up the hip flexors, stretches those quads. So stay here for 1 breath, inhale, and then exhale it out. Good, and then just gently release. You're going to roll back onto your back, and then you're just going to grab a hold of your shins or your knees, draw them in, a little rocking motion from side to side, back and forth, just massaging your back into the mat. Good, now hands come underneath the knees, tuck the chin, rock and roll front to back, and eventually rock and roll yourself up to sit, and then extend the legs out. Let's just take that strap off of the right, place it around the left, and then legs are out straight in front of you. So just kind of reposition, reset it up, and we'll do all those stretches on the left leg, and just kind of shake. All right, so left hand is going to wrap around. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale breath, draw the belly in, rotate that pelvis under, tuck the chin, and as you start to roll back, bring that leg up there with you and just bring it into a comfortable stretch for you, wherever that is, for the hamstrings. And you may need to grab down a little bit lower on that strap. So you can see here how the strap actually helps you, especially if you can't, reach your leg or your ankle or your foot and you're straining the upper body. Here you can relax and just simply pull on that strap to get that wonderful stretch through the hamstrings. So here we go with that PNF stretching technique. The right arm is out beside you. So what you're going to do is push the leg down and then relax and let it come back in. So take a big inhale breath through your nose and begin to push your foot into the strap for 3, push 2, push 1, and then exhale breath, relax, draw the leg in. And then do it again. Inhale, breath. Push your foot down. 3, push 2, push 1. Exhale, breath. Relax. And let's just see if that leg comes in a little bit further. So the science says that if you temporarily contract those muscle fibers, then when you release that tension, they're a lot more likely to stretch and give in to what you're trying to do. In other words, that stretch reflex reaction is deactivated when you apply a little bit of tension. So let's do it one more time. Inhale, breath, push your foot down. 3, push 2, push 1, and then exhale, breath, relax. Draw that leg in and just breathe. So keep that leg there. Inhale, breath. And then on an exhale, you're going to let that leg drift off to the left side. Watch that that right hip doesn't pop up or rotate. And then just turn your head to look over your right shoulder. So wonderful stretch here for the inner thighs. So imagine trying to pull your toe up towards your ear. Good. Now bring your head back to neutral. Bring that leg up, and you're just going to switch hands. So let the right hand now grab a hold of the strap. Left arm out beside you. Take an inhale breath. And then on the exhale, we're going to draw the leg across the body this way. Try to touch your toe to the floor over here on the right. So this hip definitely comes up, and you're just looking over that left shoulder. So wonderful stretch for there's a muscle in here called the TFL, tensor fasciae lata, but also your IT band, the lumbar spine getting a nice rotation, those lower back muscles getting a nice stretch, even your chest and shoulders here on the left getting a nice stretch. So stay for one more breath. Inhale, and then exhale it out. Good. Now bring your head back to neutral. Bend your left knee, roll back onto your back, and with both hands, grab a hold of that strap. Flex the foot so those toes pull back to activate that anterior tib muscle, and that'll protect that knee. And as you draw the heel in towards your opposite shoulder, you should feel a wonderful stretch right there, deep inside the glutes. So this is stretching your piriformis muscle. So that piriformis muscle, in about 40% of the population, it houses the sciatic nerve bundle, and that's a very thick bundle of nerves that when they get irritated or aggravated because of tight muscles clamping down on it, it can cause that sciatica pain either down the back of your leg or into the lower back. It's not fun if you've ever had it. So this stretch right here can often bring great relief. So stay for one more inhale breath. And then exhale it out. Good. And then just extend the leg up. You can take that strap off and then just bring both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms over your shins, and you can rock a little bit side to side there. And then interlace the fingers behind, legs together, tuck your chin, and as you push your legs that way, what you're going to do is feel that wonderful stretch across the upper back muscles. Drop the chin and just gently head side to side there. Good, and then just kind of rock and roll a little bit, front to back. And then come all the way up to sit. And then let's get this block. And we're going to finish up with a little bit of core work using the block as a prop. So scooch forwards maybe just a little bit more. And then inhale breath, reach the arms out in front of you. And then on the exhale breath, draw the belly in, tuck the chin, slowly unwind. Good, and then just walk the feet in. And then I want you to take the block this way, set it right there in between the knees. So the block position there is a reminder to press the legs in, so you're going to get a strong inner thigh contraction. And it's also going to help you activate these abdominal muscles more forcefully. Sometimes when you get the neighbor muscles involved, it's like the ones that you're trying to target are like, oh, okay, I get it. we're supposed to contract. So it's just kind of a unique feature of how the muscular system works. So you want to get more muscles involved. So interlace the fingers behind your head. And then what you're going to do is take an inhale breath here. And then on the exhale breath, draw the navel to the spine. Try to imprint your back into the mat. Tuck the chin slightly and then lift your head, your neck, and your shoulders up. Good. Now lift the legs up. This is called tabletop. So the knees are right over the hips. The shins are about parallel to the ceiling. So you're going to press the knees in as you lift up a little higher and then release. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze knees in as you lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press in. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press in. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press. Inhale, drop. Go 4 more. Lift up 4 and drop it back. Exhale, up 3. Think navel to spine. Last 2. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift it up and hold it here. Good. And then release. All right, so grab the block. I want you to step your left foot down. You're going to place the block just right there against that right thigh. You're going to take your right elbow and dig it into the block there. So this is tricky. It's kind of like, it might kind of roll a little bit like that. So you try to keep that block steady right there across the thigh muscle. So there's equal pressure. The thigh is pushing this way, the elbow's pushing that way, but you've got this block in between the two, and it's just an isometric contraction. So while that is happening, the left arm goes over the head, the left leg goes down. So it's not all the way down, it's hovering off the floor. So inhale, breath. Exhale, draw that left knee in, and then lift your torso up, reach this left arm beyond. And then reach back, inhale. So it's a lot to think about, I know. So you're pushing right elbow into block, right thigh into block, and then you exhale, you come up and reach the arm beyond. Feel those abs contract. Let's go again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, breath, reach. Exhale, curl up. When you're curling up, a little more push with that elbow into the block. We've got 4 more this side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, breath, reach. Exhale, pull up. Come on, one more. Inhale, breath, reach over. Exhale, up and hold it here. Woohoo! Man, I don't know about y'all, but I felt that big time. All right, we're going to do that all on the other side. So take the block, lift your left knee up so shin is parallel, block goes there, elbow goes there. So again, the knee is trying to push this way. So when you do that, that's really activating this lower section of the core, the transverse abdominis muscles, which we really want to target. That's like your body's own built-in girdle or Spanx. So you don't need Spanx, you just do this and you got your own internal Spanx in your muscular system. So elbow's pushing there, knee is pushing there, so maintain that. Extend the right arm over your head, extend the right leg long and low. Don't let it drop all the way, it's up off the floor a bit. Inhale. On the exhale breath, bend the knee, reach the arm up and over, so you're trying to draw that knee in, reach the arm beyond. Inhale, breath, reach back. Exhale, up and over you go. Inhale, breath, reach. Exhale, up and over. Are you still pushing your elbow into that block and your thigh into that block? Inhale, breath, reach. Exhale, up and over. Come on, 4 more. Inhale, reach that leg long and low. Exhale, curl up, reach beyond. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up. One more time. Inhale, reach. And then last time, exhale up and squeeze. Good. Set the foot down, reach the arm back, and then just let that block go to the side. And then stretch the legs long across the mat, reach the arms long over your head. One full body stretch from toes to fingertips. Try to fully lengthen and elongate every muscle in between the toenails and fingernails. And then relax, let your whole body go limp. And to do that full body stretch once more. So feet together, arms reach over the head. Inhale, breath lengthening, stretching. And then exhale, breath, relax. Let your whole body go limp. All right, so next you're going to bend the knees. Set the feet flat on the floor. Get your block. And what we're going to do, and this is just sort of a nice, relaxing kind of finishing pose, is you're going to lift the hips up. So just go into bridge pose enough to set that block right underneath your buttocks. And I probably should have mentioned, again, I apologize. Sometimes I get these thoughts after the fact. But if you don't have a block, a dictionary would work, or even like a thick Bible, or that's not too sacrilegious, just a big book. I mean, it's just something that's about this size. Yoga blocks are nice because they're foam and they've got a little bit of cushion give, so they feel good. All right, so this is a relaxing pose because the hips are elevated. It just allows circulation to gently, easily flow back towards the heart. The heart's not having to work so hard. So I want you to walk your feet out to the outer edges of the mat. Allow the knees to kind of rest together in the center, and then place your hands across the lower belly and maybe kind of scoot, if you can, your shoulders. You might be kind of scrunched up, so kind of place the back of your head and then just draw the shoulders away. And then with your eyes closed for just a couple of breaths here, you're going to take a big inhale and try to feel that belly rising up underneath your hands. And then on the exhale breath, just allow the belly to deflate. Allow your lower back to relax. And then again, inhale breath, belly rises upwards as that breath comes in. And then exhale breath, relax. Allow the belly to deflate. And just notice how the belly feels under the hands. You're noticing that rising and falling. So one more time, big inhale breath through the nose. And then long exhale breath out. And then just release the hands by your sides. The palms are up. Fingers are gently curled and relaxed. And then just two more nice long breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Make your exhale breath longer than that inhale breath. And then one more time, big inhale breath, filling up your lungs, expanding that rib cage laterally as the breath comes in. And then super long exhale breath, empty the lungs completely, and just allow the body to sink and to melt into your mat. And then you're just going to walk those feet back together. And then just reach underneath and grab a hold of that block. Lift the hips up just enough to kind of slide it out. And then gently lower your hips back down to the mat. Allow the knees to fall out into butterfly stretch. So the soles of the feet are together. The knees fall out and the hands are just gently pressing against those inner thighs. Creating a wonderful stretch there through those adductors and into the groin. One breath here, inhale. And then exhale it out. Good. And then just close the legs together. Grab underneath the knees as you draw them in one at a time. And then tuck your chin to the chest. Try, if you can, to connect the forehead up towards the knees. So you make this tight little ball. And then you're going to rock and roll front to back a couple of times. Nice little massage on that lower back. And then come all the way up to sit. And then let's just face the front here. One final stretch with the legs in a straddle. So inhale breath. Arms come up over your head. And then exhale breath. Slide that right hand down the leg. So just keep your body facing the front. And it's just a side lean over here. So lengthening this left arm. And then inhale breath, come up. And then exhale breath, left hand down, a little side lean over here to your left. Reach this arm over. Good, and then inhale breath up. Hands come behind. Exhale, close your legs together and then just shake them out a little bit. And you are done. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you got a good stretch and maybe some new ideas on how to use your block and a strap. Yeah, so maybe even felt those last ab exercises. I know I did. Sometimes when we just do something different that we haven't done in a while, it challenges our bodies. We get so used to doing everything the same way, same exercise, that we kind of reach a plateau, so to speak. We get a little bit immune to the benefits that we had in the beginning. So it's always good to switch it up and do some new exercises, just to kind of keep the body on edge and kind of trick it. So tomorrow is upper body exercise, and we're going to get after it right here tomorrow at 9 o'clock, using some weights and bands. And then I did want to show you one thing, because, now I'm on this roll of trying to give you a little tip at the end of every class, just a little something to take away. But this right here is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is actually a little preemie baby bottle. But what's in there is sugar. And it's like filled up to the top, okay? All the way to the top. That's a lot of sugar, right? Guess what? That's how much sugar is in a typical can of soda pop. So around anywhere from 40 to 55 grams of sugar. It depends on the drink. For some reason, like Fanta orange is like the highest. I don't know if it just takes a lot of sugar to get that orange flavor, but that's a lot of sugar. These are empty calories that do nothing but spike your blood sugar up, which causes those pancreas to secrete insulin. Insulin is a fat storage hormone. So anytime you have just kind of straight sugar like this, you're basically telling your body, oh, please store fat, and do it really well and efficiently. And it will. All you got to do is just give it some of this stuff. So I'm being sarcastic and facetious there. So you don't want to have this. It's not just about how it affects blood sugar and body fat, but it can cause inflammation in the body, as you know. A lot of research on sugar and inflammation and just being kind of the root of a lot of diseases. So just sometimes having a visual, I know for me, I'm a visual learner. So when I look at that and I think, oh my goodness, that's a lot of sugar to just kind of mainline it. Might as well just like mainline it into the body. So if you ever needed a reason to give up your Coke, your Dr. Pepper, or whatever the drink is, even sweet tea, and even juice, by the way, is high in sugar. Granted, it might be a little healthier because it's got some vitamins in there, and it is from a natural source, but basically all the fiber has been stripped away from the fruit itself, and all you're getting is just the straight sugar. So it still has that same impact in the body. It's just maybe a little bit healthier than straight up Kool-Aid or soda pop. So be careful about, the liquid calories that you ingest. Research shows that you do not register the calories in your brain, in the satiety center. So liquid calories don't satiate the same way that food chewing calories do. So in other words, if you had a 200 calorie, soda pop, you drink it, it's not like your body's like, oh yeah, I had a great meal, I'm satisfied, the way that you would if you had 200 calories of, say, salmon and a sweet potato. That's going to be a lot more filling and obviously more nourishing. So just kind of remember that visual if you've got kids or anybody that you know that is kind of addicted to their soda pop. Sometimes a visual like this it's like, whoa. And I use this a lot when I was an adjunct professor at DBU. I would show this and people just didn't believe me. And it was like, just Google it, how many teaspoons of sugar is in that soda pop, and this is what's in here. So anyways, I found that in my cupboard when I was cleaning out, purging, and I thought, I need to share that. So I hope that y'all could hear me and see me and all that stuff. I was freaking out this morning because it took about an hour to get my mic set up. You could say a little prayer for me that just this part of this Facebook streaming live this stress would go away, because it's like I don't need to be spending an hour doing test after test after test to see if this works. So anyhow, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.